only beta males throw temper tantrums. And when I think of temper tantrums, more recently I think of the event that happened with Will Smith. It's happened a couple months back now, but that is one very clear real life example of somebody, a celebrity if that, throwing a temper tantrum on national television in front of a live television audience, even in front of his peers. So let's talk about that for a second. When it comes to temper tantrums, and you might have thrown one yourself, right? You might have thrown one yourself in the past. So you know what? We've all been guilty of it. I've done it myself too. Have I done it recently? No. Right? Not since I've done, all sorts of work on myself. I mean, because it does take all sorts of work to not, to contain your anger to the point where you don't have to express yourself by resorting to childlike behaviors and throwing a temper tantrum as if you're, 5 years old. Okay? Because that is something children do when they have not developed mentally yet. Right? They will act out immaturely like that. And they will just yell, scream, and pound on the wall and throw things in order to be heard. But once you become a grown man and you become an adult, you don't need to resort to that anymore. It is 1,000 times more powerful. Oh, look at that Luxor. Woo! Right? It is 1,000 times more powerful for you to get your message across by speaking. Okay? Speaking calmly but firmly, right? And getting your point across, articulating your point, and getting your point across clearly like a man, right? And not having to yell, scream, lose your voice, pull your hair out, and act out emotionally. Because that's what guys do who throw temper tantrums, right? They're acting out of their emotions. They're no longer in control. And as they say, when emotions are running high, common sense is at an all-time low. As you saw what happened at that Oscar during the big notorious slap when Will Smith hit Chris Rock. Right? You saw that common sense just went out the window. And as a result of that, I mean, the guy really just ruined, destroyed decades of hard work and credibility that he spent building this career, this Hollywood career, this rap career, musical career, to become this A-list Hollywood celebrity, right? He just completely destroyed that all in one split second where his emotions got the best of him. So this is why I say that anybody who acts out of their emotions to the point where they act out that, they get that angry. Okay? They get that angry where they just lash out. Just start screaming, throwing a temper tantrum. Is somebody who is clearly a beta, right? But has not developed fully as a man. Has not come full circle yet. He's just still a little boy trapped in a grown man's body. Right? And, this is just something that, you see commonly with a lot of people. I mean, you might be in a road rage with somebody and then they just start screaming at you. Or you might have just, crossed somebody on a bad day. They just start screaming at you, right? I remember not even that long ago, I was in Vegas. I was like in some side street, right? Some side street. Nobody was there. I was like taking a piss on the side street. Yeah, there's no bathroom around, sorry. But some dudes started walking by. Some black dudes just started walking by. And I don't know if he was high on something or what, but he just started throwing a temper tantrum. He started screaming at me from across the street because I was taking a piss. And I just remember I was like laughing because I was like, is he really that upset about this? And I said something like, why are you watching another man take a piss? And he was like, ah. It just sent him flying off the handle even more, which I was trying to contain my laughter, right? Because I didn't want to troll. I was just like, I understand where he's coming from, right? I have some empathy. M has empathy. But I was like, why are you watching another man piss? And he just like flew off the handle. And then I said something like, what's really bothering you? And he flew off the handle even more. So clearly, this is a guy, I mean, he could have mental issues, I'm sure. I mean, most people who throw temper tantrums as an adult do have mental issues to a certain degree. right? Doesn't mean they're not sane, but it does mean that they have some unresolved childhood trauma that they are not dealing with. So this guy was no different. And oddly enough, he didn't even curse in his little rant there. So I do give him credit for that. He did not say a single F word, which most people throw temper tantrums curse their asses off. But he did not. So I did give him credit for that, as much as he was throwing temper tantrum. But he was like, oh my God, and blah, 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 and this and that. But I mean, it just goes to show, like, okay, another thing is too, when this happens in public too, I mean, the best thing you could do as a person who throws temper tantrums is, like, if you really want to live a life of peace, mind your own business, right? Unless you see somebody getting killed or raped or something like that, mind your own business. Somebody's property getting stolen, like broken into, mind your own business if it's not something serious like that. In any case, it could be a family member you get into a fight with, right? Or a friend, right? They just go off, throw a big fat temper tantrum, and then you see a side of them that you've never seen before. You're like, whoa, this person is flying off the handle over something, and it's usually something that really doesn't deserve that amount of retaliation. It's usually something that doesn't deserve that amount of energy, that amount of anger, and they just fly off the handle, right? And it's usually because something else is going on in their life, just like the guy who freaked out over me pissing on at 2 a.m. on a side alley after I got out of the club. I mean, which so many people do, and I'm sure he's done it too at some point. Hypocrite, right? So there's usually something else going on with that person, right? Maybe they got fired. Maybe they're having problems at home. Maybe their wife's cheating on them. Maybe their girl's going clubbing behind their back. Maybe, you don't know. Maybe they just can't pay the rent. But that all makes sense, because it usually, like, dude, this is why your life is sucking. Look how you are, right? However, when it comes to temper tantrums, if you ever thrown one yourself, or if you have a habit of doing it, you need to get a hold of your emotions. You need to get a hold of your anger, and most of all, you need to get control of yourself, because inevitably it's going to get you into trouble. Okay, it's going to get you in trouble, where you're going to be in a position where you might get physical, you might hit somebody, and you might hurt somebody, and then you go to jail, or you might destroy somebody's property, and then you might go to jail, or you might do something that you shouldn't have done because you acted out of impulse, and then you end up going to jail. Essentially, it will always catch up to you. I always see this catch up to people who have anger and temper tantrums. I mean, at some point, it catches up to them, right? Either they get in trouble, or trouble finds them, right? And they just come across the wrong person who is just as, toxic as they are and as angry as they are, and they retaliate against them, either physically or fatally, So if you're a person who has temper tantrums, it's always going to end bad. Okay, this is never going to end good. Inevitably, it's going to catch up to you. So what I advise you do is take proactive measures to control your emotions. Okay, to work on your anger issues, so you're not such an angry person. To understand that you need love in your heart, right? You need to have love. You need to have empathy. You need to have forgiveness. And I know these things are hard if you're an angry person, because if you're an angry person, you look at the whole world out here as your enemy. Like, everybody out here is a jerk to you. Everybody out here is a potential dick. Everybody out here is a piece of shit, right? But you can't look at the world like that, right? You have to look at the world like, hey, man, maybe that person's cool. Hey, you know what? Maybe that person's a dick, but that person over there, probably awesome, right? Probably a nice person, probably a nice woman or a nice guy. So you have to stop looking at the world like everybody's out to get you, because people who are angry and have throw temper tantrums and have anger issues just look at the world as, they essentially have this habit of demonizing everybody. And when you look at the world as if everybody is just out to do you wrong, your quality of life is going to suck. And I don't want you to have a sucky quality of life. I want you to have a high quality of life, a good quality of life. One that is filled with joy and happiness and love, and is void of anger and hatefulness and hostility, right? Because that's no way to live. Because if you're living in anger and constant reactiveness like that, and you're constantly hostile towards people or thinking everybody's out to do you wrong, you're not even living. You're just existing. Okay? You're not even living your life. You are merely existing, right? No different than when you see somebody driving along alone in their car, even though COVID's been over for months now, and they've lifted all the mandates, and they're still driving around by themselves, perfect, healthy young adult, wearing double masking and driving around like this, like completely flipped out, worried, oh, if I get going, I might still catch it. That's no way to live, man. You might as well, what's the point at that? I mean, if that's your life, what's the point, right? So I don't want you to live like that, especially if you follow my stuff. And I don't want, if you do throw temper tantrums, I don't want that to, to be your Achilles heel. I don't want that to be the end of you. I want you to fix that, and I want you to get over it. I want you to realize, not everybody's out to get you. Maybe some people are, but not everybody. But that's the case for everyone, right? Everybody has people out there that just don't like them, right? Every single person out there has somebody that does not like them. And that's just the nature of the beast. So we all have to deal with that. You're no different, I'm no different. We all have to deal with that. So let go of your anger, have some love in your heart, have some forgiveness, and enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life. As always, drop those comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video, guys. Let me know if there's anything I missed, anything you would like to share, anything you would like to add. Please drop them in the comments below. I always love to see you guys, my comments. I always love to read your comments, so please feel free to drop those comments below. As always, do not forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube. And more importantly, guys, please make sure to subscribe, okay? Subscribe to AlphaMaleSecrets for more excellent, amazing content just like this, okay? Please subscribe. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this phenomenal content I'm teaching you, whether you want to call it the red pill, the gold pill, the platinum pill, the diamond pill, best way to support my work is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I'm hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my content from YouTube. In the event they try to shut me down one day, they won't be able to. And this is the absolute best way to support my work. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. And yes, this is Vegas in the background, cruising down the strip over here, and thought it'd be a little bit more of a better view for you. So until next time.